Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld.
It's Ford Truck Ride Day. Where are we riding today?
When you're in Wisconsin, you hunt for cheese.
Man, that was cheesy. Stay tuned. We're Bob and Barb. We've lived by the rules all of our lives, but in 2020, we threw that rule book out the window. We sold our home and moved full-time into an RV with our cat Amelia, and from now on, we will be living life our way. Don't you want to come travel in our world? Look how beautiful those flowers are. So we drove about an hour and a half from the campground, Union Star Cheese Factory, and it seems like it's a popular place because there's all kinds of people here. So let's take a look inside.
This is a small cheese factory. This is not typical of how cheese is made today. And we're making cheddar cheese this morning and selling it all as cheese curds. So most of you are familiar with cheese curds, right?
Yes.
Which is just the step before you squeeze it into a solid block. And we started this yesterday by picking up milk from Coop Dairy Farms. We have a truck, we bring the milk back here and pump it up into that tank. Also a day ahead of time, in that small tank over there, we make a bacteria starter. We put 4 big buckets of milk that would kill any bacteria that could be in the milk. Then we cool it down to 80 degrees and we buy a powder from a laboratory that has good bacteria in it. We inoculate that tank in the afternoon with some of that powder. The bacteria grow overnight. We start at 4 o'clock in the morning. The reason we start too early is it's kind of like a donut business. Doesn't do any good to have fresh donuts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Somebody has to get up in the middle of the night to make the donuts, same with cheese curds. So at 4, we pump the milk out of the holding tank through the pasteurizer, basically heats it up to 161 degrees, takes 17 seconds for it to go around the holding tube, long enough and hot enough to kill any bacteria in that milk. Then the hot milk warms up the cold incoming milk, so you get to reuse the energy to a degree, and the milk goes over to the cheese bag at 88 degrees. As soon as the milk is running in, we add the good bacteria to it. That looks like thick milk or yogurt. The bacteria are like you guys, they like sugar. Milk is 5% lactose sugar. The bacteria convert the lactose sugar into lactic acid. Lactic acid is the preservative in the cheese. Then we add some coloring to it to make it orange. That's a tradition in the Midwest to have orange cheddar and Colby. They didn't like the fact that in May and June, when the cows used to be on pasture, the milk would get a greenish tinge from all the carotene in the grass, and that would make the cheese kind of greenish, and so they colored it to cover that up. It's also boring in a showcase if it's all white. It's more interesting going back and forth. But generally in the Midwest, we have orange cheddar and Colby. It's a not-OC coloring, so it's a vegetable color. It doesn't do anything to the flavor. Then, when we have all the milk in the vat, we add rennet. Rennet is an enzyme. Enzymes make chemical reactions that are going to happen quicker and more uniformly. So we stir the rennet in at 5 o'clock in the morning, let the whole vat of milk sit still for half an hour, and it gets thick like yogurt. At that point, we walk these wire knives through it, cutting it into 1/4-inch cubes. As soon as it's cut, the little cube starts to shrink down, and all this liquid we call whey starts coming out. The whey ends up to be 90% of the weight of the milk, and the cheese is 10%. So this vat was full of milk right up to the top this morning. At that point, we put paddles on the agitator and stir it and cook it. We raise the temperature from 88 degrees up to 102 over about an hour and a half. At first, we stir it kind of gently because it's soft and fragile like a piece of custard, and at the end, kind of vigorously. The more vigorously we stir it at the end, the drier the cheese will be, the less we stir it, the higher moisture will be. Federal and state law that says cheddar cheese must be 39% moisture or less. Consequently, the biggest defect you have in the cheese you buy is too high moisture. About 2/3 of the difference in price you see in a grocery store between different varieties of cheese is just due to the moisture level. So Parmesan at 34% moisture has to cost a lot more than mozzarella at 44. Okay, you understand that?
Yeah.
But whenever you see something inexpensive in a grocery store, the light bulb should go off and yeah, how much water is in it? At the end of the cooking and stirring, we stop the agitation, let the little particles of cheese settle down to the bottom, and with this big rake, underneath the whey, we push it in 2 long rows. and we drain off all that liquid. We end up with 2 long rows of little particles kind of sticking together, and then we take this big knife, and we cut it into a slab like a shoebox. We turn it upside down, and it's kind of fragile and crumbly, and you gently have to do that. Then you come back in 5 minutes and flip it again. The third time we flip it, we cut it in half and stack it 2 high, and then repile it 3 high and 4 high. And gradually, over an hour, the shoebox-shaped slab of cheese flattens out like a little rug. It's about that long and about that thin. That's called cheddaring or matting. The object of it is to take that little particle and pull it out like taffy. And that's why cheddar is cheddar. It's been stretched. Then when the acidity is correct, we chop it up into chunks like the cheese curds, and we put the salt on. The salt is very necessary for flavor. Secondly, safety, because harmful bacteria do not like salt.
Is that what they were throwing on it?
Yep.
Was the salt? Okay.
Yep. Third reason, the salt kills the good bacteria, so there's an end point to the acid production. Otherwise, the cheese can get too high acid and be bitter like an aspirin flavor. Now we can put the salted chunks of cheese into a form, squeeze it together, and have a solid block. Whenever you're in business, you have advantages and disadvantages. One advantage we have is freshness. We can get up in the morning, make a vat of cheese curds, and sell them all.
Yeah.
All our competitors, they have a great package, but they're 6 months old.
Are you able to freeze cheese at all? Like, if, I mean, you want to eat it fresh, of course, but say we wanted to buy more because we're traveling all the time.
Freezing doesn't work with cheese because the moisture in the cheese forms an ice particle, and then it blows apart the body of the cheese.
Okay.
The safety factors in cheese are acid, dryness, and salt. And it keeps very well in the plastic packaging.
Bob, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're putting all the cheese away. I gotta have some squeaky cheese.
I got some squeaky cheese out.
They start out with that fresh thing of milk. I'm gonna let, and I let the whole thing play so you guys can really learn a lot smarter, but that whole thing fills up with milk, and they let it sit and they work it, and that's just incredible. Oh my God. The smell. Here, smell. Tell me, Bob.
Good. Squeaky cheese.
Sorry if that was disgusting. We never had this till we came to Wisconsin. I'm going to turn the camera on the building and see if you can hear the squeaky. So there's the building where we were at. I heard squeaky. Did you hear squeaky? So this is amazing.
And look at that, 0 carbs.
It's like you're at the dentist getting your teeth cleaned because you can hear that squeakiness in your head. So don't be sad thinking this is it. We'll save a mouthful of cheese. We are heading to 3 more cheese stores and a dairy store for better, and we're going to hit a waterfall. So we are at the Lower Falls in Cato, the Cato Lower Falls. What was the name of the park? Cato Park?
Cato, I believe.
Okay. So
County park.
that's right. It's a county park, Lower Cato Falls County Park. Got it. They're doing a bunch of renovation here. They've got a couple of bathrooms over here, which were okay. They always just make me nervous, but our goal is to go find the falls. You got to watch your step because it's uneven. It's not handicap accessible. And I'm in sandals, of course. I know, I knew we were going to do this. They got a picnic area over there. We're not picnicking, I'm just sharing. Bob said all he has to eat is cheese curds. He doesn't have any salami today. Or meat. Wow, like you are right here at the falls. If it was flooding, I think it would be crazy. So look at that, how cool, beautiful that is. Ah! Wow, I have never been this close to a rapids before. Have you? Have you been this close?
On a raft.
Yeah.
A rapid.
I mean, just
Looks
the
like a
power.
Looks like a class 4 rapid.
Yep. I mean, this is incredible.
There you go.
I mean, I was not expecting this. Oh, gone. I mean, you got all the different colors, everything's being turned up. We are in Sheboygan, attempting to eat at the famous Charcoal Inn. This one is the north one, so we're going to go in and try it and see what it's like. It's very little tiny lot, so we're going to go in and check it out. The Brat looks bigger here. Is that good?
The Sheboygan Brat, but I like the crispiness, the fried crispiness of it, just caramelized with the onions. It was really good.
Of course, it's on that hard roll that's made here at the City Bakery. And yes, it is a non-keto meal for us. But when you come to Wisconsin, you got to eat like Wisconsin every now and then.
Oh man, yeah.
Stay alive. Avoid piers. Danger zone, no swimming. Danger, danger.
Will Robinson.
Danger, Will Robinson.
What if we sneak down the sidewalk and get to there?
I'm gonna walk down here a little bit. I don't
Yep.
think we should walk out there.
Big wave. Whoosh. Is this like swimming where the buoys are and it says not to do that? Surface uneven, slippery when wet or icy. No swimming or diving. The original flooring, I guess.
Somebody comes and arrest you.
I know. Why Bob and Barb were arrested in Sheboygan. Hey, our subscribers want to know. They want to see.
See us arrested?
No, they want to see the lighthouse. Remember, Delaney Park's back there. The marina. Beautiful Lake Michigan. This would have been super scary when the waves were bad. You've seen the pictures of the lighthouses where the water goes over, back and forth of them. But you can see the ledge over here. The thing that we're walking on juts out with. Bring your cot out here and sleep for the night. So they do have steps because it looks like you could maybe walk around this side. I didn't really want to do that, but I would have. The other side, no. So we'll walk up here. They probably had railings, it looks like, at one time. This is where we are. If you look over the side where that walkway is, why would anyone want to do that? The view is just incredible. See the different colors out there? It's almost like it's deeper here. Bob, what are you doing? You're scaring me. Ah, now I gotta go do it. I'll do it.
It's really narrow.
I'll do it.
It's narrow once you get past the steps.
Yeah.
You just gotta watch because there's water slaps up. Right here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I can do this. Okay.
Once you get back here, it's fine.
I've been slapped by the Lake Michigan water. Ah, look at me, I'm brave. So now, Billie Jean has brought us to Gibbsville Cheese store.
Who needs more cheese? Me.
So this is their building, and it is just a store. So it's a little stinky weird in here. I'm not really sure. They're not making anything right now, but you can see inside. They were probably making stuff in here this morning.
More curds, like we need more curds, but these are flavored.
Yeah, these were made fresh yesterday.
Rebecca's Gouda, Sister Ruth,
This is a jalapeno pepper,
Sister Ruth.
super sharp cheddar. Sally,
We got you a cheese
you're a big
magnet,
cheese head, I know, but I got you this because I thought it was cute.
pepper jack.
Farmer's cheese. What did she say about that again?
It's a mild cheese. It's more. I asked her if it was like a Munster, so she said it tastes a little bit like a Munster. It's just a mild white cheese.
Not a lot of taste, she said, but
Yeah.
it'll be good for cooking and
For
melting
melting.
and stuff.
Colby salami.
Oh yeah, you can't see it, but we bought some Colby salami that she sliced up for us. So now we need string cheese from the string cheese experts at Baker Country Cheese Store in St. Cloud, Wisconsin. That is where we're heading next. Where are we going?
Round number 3, Baker's Cheese.
I've never had fresh string cheese. I might actually like it because I'm not a fan of the processed string cheese.
I always like it when you can peel the pieces off.
Yeah.
It's like cheese licorice.
So we'll see what they got inside.
String cheese out of the refrigerator, and then she went in the back and got us fresh cheese.
Yeah.
Fresh string just made.
So we're going to try that in just a second to let you know, because I'm not a big string cheese person from the store, but this may be good.
I bought just some cheese.
Some snack sticks.
Barb
Oh.
bought some.
I usually buy unsalted butter, but I did get this because it's fresh from a farmer here. So it's salted, but
This is Hennings. That's where you were wanting to go.
oh yeah, this was the one that we were going to go, but we're going to go another time. They have a museum heading, so this is a tomato basil.
And then my Munster.
And then Burns Munster, which Bob likes. Sister Ruth wants some of this pie.
And then this one.
And then Rachel, Buffalo, Wing Jack Cheese. I think you will like this. And Rebecca's getting one of the packs of the string cheese. So that wraps it up for today. We hope you have enjoyed our crazy journey today. Please give us a thumbs up. Please eat some cheese.
In honor of HetteshWorld.
Yep. Please.
We're gonna try a piece of string cheese right here, right now.
Yep. Please comment below.
Let us know what your favorite cheese is.
This is good. This is not like that crap you buy in the store. It's old and processed.
That is good.
So remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.
Hi.
String. Look at that. Just made.
Looks like chicken.